Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's another day where I'm going to take you around and do my animal feeding chores, let y'all get caught up with all the animals at once. It's been a little bit since I've done one, and I was debating whether or not to do another one just because they can be pretty repetitive. But for those that are following along, that like to see the progress of all the animals, this is the most comprehensive way for y'all to be able to see them all in the same video. So I'm gonna actually start with the pigs today. They're all out enjoying their breakfast. So let's go see them. I did run them out of cookies yesterday. We fed them their last 4, so they don't get any cookies today, but our awesome neighbor, Christy, brought them a big old bucket of slop yesterday that they absolutely devoured. I don't think they took a breath from eating it. Hi, boys. No, don't get too close. You'll get shocked. Let me turn off the fence. Are you boys feeling frisky now that the weather's a little cooler? I bet you are. Boys, I can't wait till Papa Bear gets the water line up there fixed. Boys, stop fighting. Hey, buddy. You're my nibbler. Stripey's our nibbler. So if you've got a loose pair of, or a loose piece of clothing, he's gonna try to get it. And he likes shoes. And he's been known to nibble on a kneecap occasionally, but he's a good boy. Hi, buddies. Hopefully here in the next couple of days we'll be able to finally get a garden hose run down here from the store water hydrant up there. We've had a leak in one of the fittings, and Dirk finally got what he needed. Stripey, he finally got what he needed to fix it. So would you stop it? So hopefully he'll be able to get that fixed, and we'll get a hose drug down here so that I can actually completely dump out their water buckets and give them good scrubs a couple of times a week. And it'll save my arms. Well, now that I have Callie Alley, I've been using her to get the water buckets down here, but it's still a lot of work. So hopefully we'll get the hose drug down here soon, and it'll make it a whole lot easier to get the boys their mud holes. Excuse you, nosy. What? What? You can't take my bucket. Hey, Mario. Now, pigs, y'all are just being silly. All right, so they still have a bunch of food. Stripey Doo, what are you doing, buddy? Huh? You know you're being filmed right now? Is that why you're acting up? I'm gonna have to watch you when you get bigger, Mr. Nibbles. They still have a lot of feed down here in the bottom of their feed bin. And Mr. Mario, we filled it up pretty full yesterday down here. We had about half a bag of feed that we wanted to go ahead and empty out. So Mario, when he got over here, his big old double chin was pushing some food out of the bin. But they don't waste food here when we have the bin like this. If they spill anything out, they always end up getting it eaten, so I'm not too worried about that. Stripey Doodle, what are you doing, buddy? Huh? Hey, Luigi. It's pretty crazy. I was looking through some pictures yesterday of when we had first gotten the pigs here, and Mario and Luigi have grown so much. Luigi, be nice. Red, catch your breath. Oh. They're great pigs. Great pigs. All right, so not too bad for the pigs this morning. So I've got their empty water buckets Gonna plug the fence back in for them, and then we'll get back up to the house. I'll probably go ahead and knock out the meat birds next. We still haven't gotten around to doing any butchering or processing. It might be pushed till Friday of this week. So it happens, but they've been doing really well, just getting bigger. They're gonna be some good eating when it's time, that's for sure. And I mentioned getting that hose run down there. We are eventually, hopefully this year actually, gonna be digging another line to get another hydrant actually put in down right by the barn. That way we'll be able to have easy access of water for the pigs and for the future goats, since the goats will be going on the other side of the barn that the pigs are on. So until then, we just kind of got to make do with what we have, which isn't bad at all, you know. Well, that garden tractor always gives me an issue or two starting up, but I finally figured out the trick. So after a couple of tries, it starts right up for me. So our birds are all busy eating. Get some water, put back in here. Hopefully nobody projectile poops into the camera. Birds, enjoy your breakfast. Fresh clean water. It's a little brighter in here now that we've got all that manure belt down, and we still haven't gotten around to hanging up the second metal feeder, but we will here soon. What do you know, ladies? They still had food in their dish, so they've been out here eating since they got up, so they're not necessarily swarming me right now. You know, Wanda, tell them about it. Come on, ladies. And if you watch the video of us going and getting our pig feed down at the Bundy's feed mill, that's where we also get our chicken feed. So the girls love it. I think we have some shy chickens. They waited until I got myself and the camera out of there before they went in to eat. So, what is it, Cinnamon? Cinnamon, what's up, darling? Well, tell me about it. Have you laid me an egg yet? Or is that what you're waiting on? You can see we've still got some hay in here. I am still planning on getting sand put in here instead of the hay. What is it? What? Yeah? Well, then what happened? Okay. We got one of our Orpington fluffy butts laying her egg in the corner, her favorite spot. All right, Sunset's kind of dark in the corner there by the nesting boxes. Cinnamon, I'm trying to record a video. I'm gonna see if I can pull the broody hens out and introduce you to them before I try to send them out. Typically a couple times a day. If you've never raised chickens or don't know anything about raising chickens, the hens will sometimes get broody when they want to hatch out a chick. And when they do that, they almost refuse to leave the nest. I mean, they'll go hours, sometimes a couple of days without getting off, without eating, without drinking water. And Cinnamon, we've got just Rudy, the little rooster, so it's hard to tell which of our eggs may or may not be fertilized. But that being said, we don't have a separate little cute coop to send them. If we had our smaller coop that got blown over in the storm, if we have that fixed and they're broody, I would actually reach out to one of our friends who has a full-grown, full-size rooster. So it's a pretty much guarantee that all his eggs are going to be fertilized. I would reach out to him and get a couple eggs and let them hatch them out. But since I don't have any space to put them other than here, I don't want the other chickens trying to attack the chicks when they're born. So we're going to avoid doing that for now, but that's something that will probably happen in the future. But let's see. Toopy. And this is little Toopy. I call her Toopy because it looks like she's wearing a little toupee. She is just the sweetest. And I would love to see her with a little chick following her around. I know. Were you making the noise? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna send her out the door of the coop and she'll run out there and she'll get some water and she'll get some food before she comes back in here. Come on, sweetheart. I know. Go on. Go get food. Go. Go get food. Go on. Go on. And this little troublemaker here is Oats. Oats is not a nice hen. She is mean. Toopy. Being a chicken mom. Hey, no. No, ma'am. She's vicious. She'll get you. I'm going to try and put her out. I'm going to try and put her out to see if she'll get some food and water. I think she's just going to come back in it. It's not nice to Oats. I'm pretty sure this is who was causing the ruckus earlier. Being a chicken mom's fun. But in all seriousness, Oats, she's pretty vicious. She's not a very friendly hen. We got her, we were at the Dinky's auction barn and got her and about 6 other little bannies. And I don't know why we went with the bannies again, but they're cute. I like them. So we have gotten 4 beautiful brown eggs today so far. And I'm sure Oats is down there pitching a fit now because she doesn't have an egg to sit on. Hopefully the broodiness doesn't last too long. The last time we had a broody banty, she was one of our free rangers, and she actually did end up hatching out a chick. But unfortunately the chick didn't last too long. Predator got it, I'm sure, since they were free ranging. But I'm gonna go put these eggs inside, and then we're gonna go take a look at one of the hens that I have in isolation right now. Hi, Blue. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, darling. Oh, nope, nope, nope. You can't get out. I think the poor girl's losing her eyesight. And she's not an old chicken by any means. We actually raised her up last year, I think. Last year, we got her from Rural King as a chick and was able to raise her up and everything. I noticed she'd been acting a little weird, so I wanted to go ahead and separate her from the rest of the flock. And I thought maybe she was egg bound because she hadn't laid me an egg in a while, and I was doing some research on that. And I give her a soak and everything, and I think she's starting to lose her eyesight, I think is what the issue is. Since I've had her isolated, I've sprayed her down for mites and lice. I've sprayed down the coop, I've sprayed down the other chickens to make sure that's not what the issue is. And I have her separated in here, and she actually did lay me an egg yesterday, so she's not egg bound, but I think she's starting to lose her sight. I don't know, I was doing some research into, I think it was called Merrick's eye for chickens. I just need to do some more research and see if there's anything I can do to help her. She can't be with the other chickens right now. They weren't picking on her when she was in there, but when it comes to chickens and pecking order and everything, they don't really tolerate the weak ones. They will start picking on her eventually if she's showing signs of weakness in there. So I really don't want to have to cull her. She's a great chicken, but that may end up being what has to be done. I don't want her to suffer. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. I'm gonna do some more research and everything and see. She has started showing signs of improvement. She's become a lot more active. When I first isolated her, all she wanted to do was kind of just lay around, and she wasn't really eating, she wasn't drinking, she wasn't pooping. And now all of that's back to normal. She's found the food and water dish. I fill it up a couple times a day for her. And like I said, she laid me the egg yesterday, and she's been walking around in there. So we'll see. I'm not really sure what's going to come of it, but we'll see. She may just end up being my special needs chicken. All right, so now we're up here at the rabbits. And we've actually sold quite a few rabbits since my last chores video. So some of the rabbits in the cages are going to be a little different, minus the doe hutch and the buck hutches, of course. But the bunny barn here, it's emptying out. I don't know if we're on track to getting this gone this year or not. I know Dirk's gonna start working on one of what we call the stubby hutches here soon, and he's actually gonna take the divider out of it and reinforce it. The whole hutch itself needs a lot of work. But we're gonna make that one big grow out pen. And then after that, he's probably gonna get on building another big hutch for some more does, because I do have a little black curly rabbit that I realized was a doe, and she was gonna go to a couple different homes, and everybody ended up choosing other bunnies. So we sexed her last night and realized she's a little girl, and we're gonna keep her. So I'm pretty excited about that. And there's also another reasoning behind that. If you've watched a few of my last breeding videos with Thumper, where she was having some respiratory issues, I still haven't tried breeding her again, but I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to breed her anymore. And since she's Teddy's sister, she's the one so far. Teddy hasn't given us any curly-haired babies, but Thumper has. And Teddy's mom obviously gave us Teddy, so I definitely want to continuously have a female from that line of rabbits to hopefully pop us out some more curly-haireds. So since we know that that's Thumper's baby, we're gonna go ahead and keep her, and hopefully everything's okay with Thumper and we can continue to breed her. But I don't wanna stress her out to the point where she passes because of respiratory issues. So I'm gonna switch GoPro batteries because this one is already almost dead, and then we'll get into some rabbit chores. All right, so as usual, I went ahead and took care of the bunny barn since the lighting is not great in there. And I know that the goal is to get them out of the bunny barn, emptied out, but I actually I'm just watching a murder of crows right behind my barn. There's about 6 or 7 of them. It's pretty cool. Still haven't gotten any to come closer to the property to the house. So, but I completely fell out of the habit of trying to leave them out trinkets and gifts. So that's on me. But anyway, Thumper's babies are definitely ready to be weaned, and I want to get them out of her cage. She's only got 6 left in there. I've got one on hold for one of my friends, and then we actually sold 3 of the other babies yesterday. So, or yesterday and the day before. So she's only got a few left in there. So I'm gonna take the ones that are remaining that are still up for sale, and I'll put them in the big double cage in the bunny barn. And then Ash, that's gonna be going to Kendra, will have his or her own cage in the bunny barn until he gets picked up. So we are here at the grow out pen. And if you notice, there's only 3 bunnies in this side now. Kayla, one of our watchers here on YouTube, reached out to me to see if we sold the rabbits as pets. And she was interested in driving up from Kentucky to get one as an addition to the family. So on Sunday, she drove up here with the family and I got to meet them, and just great, awesome, nice people. And they got to take home a bunny with them to have a new member of their family. So it was really cool, very nice to meet them. And so now we've got 3 left in here, and they're enjoying their space, I'm sure. But we'll get them all set up with breakfast and fresh water. Hey guys, what are you munching on? What are you munching on, silly? All right, there's your breakfast. I'll bring you some hay in just a few minutes, okay? They're so cute. They don't eat a lot of hay. We realized there were a few nights that we put quite a bit of hay in both cages, and most of it went to waste. So I've reverted back to, for these guys, I've reverted back to just giving them just a little bit of hay, and then if I need to refill it throughout the day, I do that. So good morning. Good morning. What you doing? Y'all are so messy. Why do you always want to poop in the most inconvenient places? Here you go. I'll bring you some hay. And Dirk's actually out right now getting us some more hay. That 10 bales that we got, if you watched that video, we still have about 1.5 bales, but I figure I'm a little OCD when it comes to stuff like that. I do not like waiting until the last minute to get more feed, more whatever. If it starts to run out, I want to go ahead and replenish it, just for the peace of mind knowing that I don't have to worry about it. Hi, Crazy Linda. Why do you bunnies insist on putting hay in your water? I know sometimes it's the wind, but little bit, I know it's not the wind with you. Silly rabbit. I don't know why you want to put all your hay in your water. Oh. Sweetheart. All right, Little Bit, what do you think? You're hungry, aren't you? I know. And Little Bit will be due in about 1.5 weeks on the same day as Butters. So we're praying that everything goes great with these 2 pregnancies, since the last 2 were not successful after the stress of the hutches falling. So right. It's okay. There you go. Now watch. I'll come over here in about 30 or 40 seconds, and that hay will be strewn all over the cage and in the water dish. I know I need to get some hay, some little hay holders built for them for the doe hutches, but the thing of it is with our pregnant does is that they eat a lot of hay throughout the day. They're constantly snacking, so it would have to be a pretty big hay holder that I would need to make, unless I wanted to be out here just every hour or so. You're so silly, little bit. Well, good morning. Good morning, Bubba. Good morning, Teddy Biscuit. Good morning. Yes, my sweet boy. My sweet, sweet boy. Let's get you some hay for breakfast, shall we? Don't you jump out of there. Here you go, Bubba. Here you go. Get you some fully fresh water. He drinks a lot of water. A lot of water. Well, good morning, Mr. Levi. How we doing? Get that water emptied. You did a great job cleaning up all your hay last night. Great job, buddy. You smell all the women? Smell all the does on the camera? There you go, Bubba. Yes, Mouse, I hear you. I hear that you've been going crazy. I'm sorry. I know, you think I need to be up at dawn feeding you, don't you? Don't you, buddy? Mama Bear's gotta sleep too. There you go, Bucko. There you go, mousy boy. What's going on, Thumper? You've got an empty house again. What do you think about it? She's just exploring the nesting box. I got all the old bedding cleaned out and everything, so. Well, you know, darling. You're a great mama. And I didn't record it. I don't really know why. I think it was something to do with the weather, or we were in a hurry. But I did go ahead and treat her ears for ear mites. She did have a little bit of crust down in the eardrum, so, or ear canal, whatever part that is that you can see. So we got some mineral oil, dabbed it on some Q-tips, dropped it in there, and from what I can tell, from what I've seen, both ears are completely cleared up. So, and it might not have been an active ear mite infestation. It could have just been some leftover crust from the last time that we treated her that just didn't get cleaned out of there. But either way, it's all gone now, so we don't have to worry about that with her. So I don't know what's gonna happen with her. I'm gonna try to breed her again. I don't know, maybe in a week. I don't wanna wait until it starts to get warm, since we don't breed when it's hot during the summer. But I think that if she ends up not being able to be bred, I think I'll probably just try to find her a good home. You know, she's a great rabbit, and she's less than 2 years old, I think, so she'd make a great pet for somebody if we can't keep her. But we'll see. Hopefully we don't have any issues when we go to try to breed her again, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. And then here's Miss Pepperoni. Hey, sweetheart. What are you doing? You kind of blend in back there. Those chickens are still going crazy. All right, so yet again, another day, another morning feeding list done, knocked out. Dirk's still not back with my hay yet, so as soon as he gets back with that, I'll be helping him unload it over here. Not really sure how much he's getting today, but we'll see. And then we'll see what else the day brings us. I think it's supposed to be 66 and sunny today. Actually a decent day to be able to get out and do some yard work before we get some nasty weather again. Cold, well, nasty being cold. I'm ready for warmth to stay, but thanks for tagging along with me today and checking out all the animals. If y'all are in the area, interested in any bunnies, send us a message, get a hold of us. You can come out and take a look at what we have. Like I said, we've got 3 does that are pregnant right now, so hopefully we'll have some good safe births out of all 3 of them soon. And I look forward to seeing what kind of colors and patterns and everything we get, especially since Sassy Boy is one of the fathers. He always puts out some beautiful babies, some mixed colors. So that'll be fun to stay tuned and stick around for. But I hope y'all can get out and enjoy the day or enjoy the night, whatever time you're watching this. And like we like to say here on Mama Bear's Homestead and More, keep on keeping on, friends.